morning students. Today we study about the adaptive radiation. This is an important topic of the evolution. It is the special process of evolution by which a rapid increase in number of a kind of closely related species takes place in a geographical area, starting from a point and radiating to other areas of the habitats. The good example of radiative adaptations are Darwin finches and Australian marsupials. Now we go through each example in detail now. First of all, Darwin's finches. During his journey on Galapagos Islands by HMS Beagle ship, Darwin observed an amazing diversity in a kind of small black birds, which was later called Darwin's finches. He observed many varieties of finches in the same island, which were evolved itself from the original seed-eating birds. As many among them were insectivores, carnivorous, nutcrackers or frugivorous, seed-eating, etc. It means all such kind of varieties are observed by Darwin at Galapagos Island during his journey. Now, thus, he concluded that the beak of ancestral species had adapted over time to acquire the different food sources. It means all such kind of birds have the variations among them because different habitats of different islands, they adapted themselves. The beak of birds designed according to their need. For example, some birds have the parrot-like beak, which are nutcracker or frugivorous. Such kind of birds eating fruits. Some are the nectivore. They have the very small thin beak, thin and long beak, so that they can suck the nectar from the flowers. Some birds are insectivores. They have the very small beak so that they can easily trap the insects. Some are the carnivore. They have the curved beak, just like the hawk. So the adaptation in the beak of the birds takes place due to the radiation, and this process is called as radiative adaptation. The second example of adaptive radiation is the Australian marsupials. Marsupials is a kind of mammals which are the pouched mammals. They belong to infraclass Metatheria of the subclass Theria of class Mammalia. Now, marsupials have a pouch-like marsupium in their belly side, and they give birth to the undeveloped young ones. Further development of young ones takes place inside this pouch, just like the old placental mammals. So, they are different from the placental mammals. Placental mammals having placenta. Placenta is the connecting link between the developing embryo and the mother, while these marsupials didn't consisting of the placenta. Hence, the further development after the undeveloped baby takes place inside the pouch. Darwin explained that many varieties of marsupials have been evolved in Australia due to adaptive radiation, just like the finches in the Galapagos Island. Marsupials entered Australia before geographical isolation, and they have evolved independently from placental mammals. Independently, they undergone an adaptive radiation to occupy the diversity of habitats in Australia, just like the placentals in America. Now, when more than one adaptive radiation appear to have occurred in an isolated geographical area, have different habitats, and two or more groups of unrelated animals come to resemble each other for the similar mode of life, it is called as convergent evolution. That is, Australian marsupials is the another example of the convergent evolution. Here is the table of some placental mammals which resemble with the Australian marsupials. Mole is the placental mammal. It resembles with the marsupials mole. Anteater resembles with the numbat anteater. It is a kind of marsupial anteater. Mouse, the simple mouse is the placental mouse, resemble with the marsupial mouse. Lemur resemble with the spotted cuscus. Lemur with spotted cuscus. In the same manner, flying squirrel resemble with the flying phalanger. Bobcat resemble with the Tasmanian tiger cat. Wolf resemble with the Tasmanian wolf. So these are the some example of the Australian marsupials which resemble with the placental mammals. Thank you.